Hey, Kimberly, Gemma, Carrie. How are you guys today? Wow, it's been quite a couple days for me. You're welcome for all the content, by the way. Hey, Jim. How you doing? I wanted to explain something about the wrenches. I was giving everybody wrenches, but I'm to the point now where I don't trust. I'm having a hard time trusting anyone. So I pulled all the wrenches except for the people in my Discord. So I don't want anybody to think it's like anything personal. It's not personal. It's just that I'm too trusting. And it comes back to bite me in the butt every time. So I'm done that, giving everybody a wrench. Only the people that are very, very close to me are getting a wrench. That's it. I'm sorry for that. Maybe at future in the future, I will give wrenches out again. But for right now, I'm holding back. Hey, Carol. And it's nothing against anybody. Just please don't think it's against you or because I don't trust you. It's just that it's just been a wild couple of days. So, hey, Angie. I've just had to hey, Domino Queen. So there's that. I just wanted to explain that. So how are you guys? Just my own boring self. Yeah. I'm not going to address anything that's gone on in the last couple of days. I'm just going to say you're welcome for all the content. Hey, Texas girl. I love you too, Jenny. And I just don't want anybody to get in their head that the wrenches are gone because I had anything against you. I don't. It's just that, oh my gosh, for what's happened in the last couple of days, it's just, I thank you, Jenny. I am boring, according to some people, which is fine. I'd rather be boring than a bully. So thank you, Gemma. I appreciate that. I just don't want anybody to get the impression that I am pulling your wrench because I have anything against you. I have it's been like a real wild couple of days. Oh, here comes Brian. Hey, Brian.
Carl, you only got half your bangs showing this morning. What's wrong with you?
They're not bangs anymore.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, but they like to make fun of that. That's fine. That's fine. They can make fun of it.
There's nothing to make fun of. Wendy has bangs.
Well, and these people that make fun of me, my looks all the time, they're the people that don't cam up. I cam up, okay? You cam up. So
I know. I'm just hideous looking.
You can screenshot anything on me. I don't care. I really don't.
Hey, so my kids are trying to get ready for school, so I might get noisy and I'll mute every now and then.
They're still in school?
Yeah, see, you can hear them fighting with each other now. Till Tuesday.
All the kids here have been out of school for a couple weeks.
Well, it's Ohio, I guess.
I guess so. So we were talking this morning, Ryan, in Discord, and we think you should do you should cover that case of that little girl that was stabbed over 100 times. What's her name?
113 times. The cheerleader, right?
Yeah.
The real pretty.
Yeah, the little blonde girl.
Yeah, and what was the guy's name? He had a weird name. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started looking at it. I started looking at it yesterday, and then I got busy around the house. But I might do something with that. You have to put it back in the Discord so I can get back into it.
Yeah, I think you should cover that because you're really good at true crime.
You have to focus on it though, and if you got to be completely focused on it, or it won't, it's not as good. So.
Love you too, Kimberly. So what's new, Brian?
Oh man,
It's been a pretty wild couple of days, hasn't it?
Not really. It's just been a typical last couple of days. That's all. Just typical. You got to have the drama.
Oh yeah, I guess so. I just don't want to be involved in it. I mean, it's done. What was done was done. You know?
You're such a bad person, Carla.
I know.
It's all that devil worshiping you do.
Oh, God.
You're not. I think you're just an easy target, and you're not. When you come back, you're not.
Well, I'm a coward, didn't you know? I'm a coward.
Yeah, I know. You're a coward.
I'm a coward.
You're scared of somebody behind the screen that's going to yell at you. That's all they're really going to do is yell.
No, I'm not. I just don't want to go on a public panel and be annihilated by a chat and a person that's got it in for me. She's already made it perfectly clear that, she's not going to accept an apology. So why should I give her one? You know what I mean? Plus, I didn't put it out public. I didn't. I put it out private, and I shouldn't have. And that's it. That's all she's getting from me.
Well, the only one that put it public was Wendy herself.
No, that was on her.
Why would somebody dox themselves and then complain about
it? I don't know. No, apparently I'm the doxer. Carla Farla doxer.
I know you have such a terrible reputation.
I'm such a doxer. I wouldn't even know how to dox. I don't have any of those programs for doxing. I don't.
You don't need them. You don't need them. If you want to know information about people, it's all public information, and it's not. Just like if you put it up without malicious intent, then it's not really doxing.
But I didn't put it out.
They take the word doxing for shock value. If I say the name Angelina, who did I just dox? Well, no, do we? It has to be impertinent information that identifies that person. So you can say names, putting up pictures. It's not really doxing. And some of the people that they allow into the community over the last couple of years that have been doing it without calling it out makes it.
But why is it okay for them to apologize? And the response to that is, what do you want? What more do you want?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, the glamorous life.
I wish I could go back and count the times that certain people have apologized. That's why I don't give out apologies unless I mean it. Because apologies, it's like telling somebody you love them. I love
that's why I'm not apologizing to Wendy.
Yeah.
I'm just not.
What would you have to be sorry for?
Because I did not put that out publicly. I did share it with somebody, which I shouldn't have done. And I fully admitted that. But I'm not going to keep freaking apologizing.
Well, if there's no content, if there's nobody to pick at, no fake outrage about something, then that hurts people's pockets.
Hey, tacos.
Around here, that could be very costly.
Yeah, but to have for 48 hours to just go on and on and on and on and on about the same thing.
Did you see Jenna had an invisible person on her panel yesterday? Because there was 5 of us going after Wendy.
Oh, I didn't see that.
And there were 18 people in the chat that asked her a question.
I didn't ask her nothing.
Well, she maximizes everything.
I have no desire to ask her anything.
And then she says my name about something, and I retort.
You know what? When did it stop becoming an outrage when people shared private messages? Okay, she got a private message, and she decided to share it.
Mm-hmm.
So where's the outrage there? There's no outrage.
Well, it's fake outrage. She's not really bothered. That's the thing. She's not really bothered. She came with content for her channel. That's all it is, just content. and she's got Brian St. John up there. They want to dismiss me because I make too much sense. Oh shit. That's all. Yeah. Well, good morning.
I don't believe that nobody's ever shared another picture in their Discord. Sorry, not sorry.
Sure. Well, none of that happened.
That they have. And that wasn't shared in a Discord. It was shared in a private message. Like, I'm not going to keep defending myself over this bullshit.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to, because you didn't do anything that's outrageously wrong. You made a mistake and you shared it with the wrong person. That was a mistake.
What did Taco say? I'm starting a new job in a couple of weeks, so I won't get to catch your live anymore. Aw.
Get that money.
I'm sorry, Tacos.
No.
I'm going to miss you.
Oh, she'll be around. She'll find you.
What's how come we won't see you? Will you be working earlier? Yeah, I think you should go back to some true crime stuff. Not the same true crime that's been going on, but I think you are good at that, Brian. You're good at that.
Yeah, like I said, you got to focus, and I've been so focused on changing, getting, with the job situation and getting stuff straight around the house and working on the vehicles and getting my license and all that stuff. You have to be completely focused on it. It's like writers can have a creative block, and if they're concerned about other things, it's the same thing with true crime. But I still look at things. I look at them, and I just to put it together to where you got to think how someone else might understand it. That's the way I do it.
Well, you always did good true crime, so you can go back and do some.
Like I said, I was on here for 11 years before I ever went live.
You were on YouTube for 11 years doing.
I've been on here since 2006.
I've been on here since I went to see when I started YouTube. It was 2014.
Yeah.
I've been on here since 2014. Yeah. Never knew about live streams.
God. Well, when I got I got out of true crime, it started because of the thing with Molly and that video she made, and that brought the drama. That brought the drama, and
I found out about that in a Facebook group. They were like, because I was kept hearing this name, Molly Golightly, and I said, "Who's this Molly Golightly?" Oh, don't go to her channel. She's horrible.
She's not, though.
So I click. Of course, if you tell someone not to do something, they're going to go and check it out.
Right.
So I checked out her channel and saw the video they were all talking about with the
yeah,
the patches and it was in poor taste. It really was.
Well, she took her lumps for that, but I'm glad I got to know her. And of course I don't agree with everything she does.
No, and we don't have to. And she doesn't have to agree with everything we do.
Now, I appreciate when you have a friend who will call you out when you do something stupid. And she does that. I got a lot of people around me. Good morning, Nicole. I got a lot of people around me that will do that, and I appreciate that.
Is she sneezing?
Yeah, the weather's weird here, and
bless you.
Get her congested. Because it's hot in the day and then it cools off at night, and the cool makes it congest her. And I sleep with a big old fan in front of me, and it doesn't help her.
Yeah, you need an air conditioner, Brian.
Yeah. Well, the air conditioner, it'll be hot during the day, and then at night it'll freeze up. Hi, Kimberly.
Hey, Kimberly.
But Wendy's grasping at straws and just dying to be. She's relevant in a bad way. Tristan Bailey.
Oh, yeah, Tristan Bailey.
That's her name.
Talking about we couldn't remember her name. I did too. I hope you do a video on her. That girl does. There's nothing in the news or anything about her.
Yeah, and the article I read was talking about how it wasn't getting much coverage. I'm gonna see Tristan, mother of teen. I'm gonna see if I get a picture of her. There she is.
Can you share it?
I'm trying to get this article up.
Gemma said it's good to see you, Brian.
Gemma.
Yeah,
I'm on vacation for a while, so I'll be in the mix of things.
Yeah, I'll probably get flack because you're on my panel, you know how that
well,
goes.
that's what they want to do. They don't want anybody to listen to me. You know.
No.
Because my God, he might say something that's true. He might say something like when I ask somebody a question, you know, if the topic of the live was about outrage over an assumed dox, when I asked Wendy a question, she was not going to answer that question because she couldn't, and she's still going to say,
her response to you is, "I'm not talking to you, Brian.
I'm not going to talk to you, Brian. But as soon as I get off this live, I'm going to do a live and talk about you because I can't handle talking directly to you." Because you might own me.
Was she talking about you?
Yeah.
I don't know because I don't watch her.
She always does. She always talks about me.
I don't watch her because all she does is bash people. I mean, all perfect. They only scrambled to do a live stream after they were outed for being in a Discord with Diane. And that was why they did that live stream. And then they got to deflect with everything that came out about me. And that was Jen screwing me over like Jen does. Because she shared a private message.
Let's see if this works. Can you see her, Tristan Bailey, there?
I don't see. Oh, wait a minute.
Is it working?
Yes.
And where I'm highlighting right here.
Yeah.
How pretty she was. And the guy, let me see if I put this one. Oh, it doesn't show it. I want to, because if I try to go to the link
over there.
Yeah, there they are. This guy looks weird. Yeah, his name is Aiden Fucci.
You can't see him though. You can only see half his face.
Okay. Well, let me put the stop. It's weird it's hard to share when. Let me stop sharing.
Okay.
It's weird when you're on someone's panel to share, but yeah, I might get into that.
Hey, Vanessa.
You got some things.
Yeah, do a video or something about her, maybe like you did about those two little girls. And was it Italy? Those two little girls. Oh my God, that made me cry.
In the Caribbean, and they were Olivia and Anna, and they found Olivia's body. They haven't found the father and the other little 1-year-old girl yet, and then people assume that he's probably killed himself and her. But I'll be following up on that one today too.
Did they know what the first one, the one they found? Did they know what she died of? Did she drown?
Oh, she had an anchor. He threw her off a boat his boat's anchor was tied to her.
Oh my God, that's horrible. Was she still alive?
I don't know if they can determine that or not.
Oh, well, they could.
Absolutely. He drugged them first. He knocked them out first.
There would be water in her lungs, so she drowned.
Well, they found the drug.
Oh my God! So he drugged them, and then
yeah. And it was over an affair. He met another woman. It reminds me of Chris Watts across the country. It was over.
Wait. Yeah, but who was he trying to punish? He had an affair with another woman, so he's going to kill his kid.
There's not a lot of detail on it. Why his motive? Just that he was seeing another woman.
And they were the sweetest looking kids. You guys got to go back and watch Brian's video.
Yeah, one of them was brown hair, and the other was blonde hair, blue eyes.
Oh my God, they're so cute.
Yeah. So, and I'm kind of following Molly's lead, where she's kind of dipped away from the drama a little bit, and then she's focusing on things that make sense, things that need to be talked about, things that need to be shared. Yeah,
this YouTube drama is like ridiculous.
Well, when you've got, honestly, when you've got people like Wendy in it who changes the narrative to everything and maximizes everything, it's ridiculous. She cannot have a panel with me where she can talk intelligently without screaming or insulting or going, shut up, excuse me, I'm talking. Who cares what you have to Hey, who cares about your opinion?
Right.
You're no moral authority around here.
I'm not loud.
Neither am I. Neither am I. I'm not a moral authority, but I have an opinion just like anyone else, and I can see through the crap. The bottom line is, Wendy, you doxed yourself. Stop crying.
Well, yeah, but that spawned like 1, 2, 3, 4 lives.
Mm-hmm.
So she gave, you're welcome for all the content. Mm-hmm. But you guys got a lot of what was done wrong. And no, I didn't. And they're all mad at me because I didn't out Molly.
Molly doesn't care.
What was done to me to other people.
Well, if you like,
I'm not afraid of Molly.
No, you have no reason to be. And it's just
what was she gonna do? Like beat me up?
You two were having a conversation between each other, and if Wendy put that up, she also shared a private conversation between two people. So let's go there.
But that's all right for them to do.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not interested in anything about Wendy's personal life.
But here's the thing: when she was asked who shared that private message with her, she wouldn't out. She goes, someone close to me. She wouldn't tell who it was. So she's mad at me because I wouldn't out Molly, but yet she's allowed to not say who gave her private messages.
Same woman who said, don't share a damn thing with them, Diane. Don't share nothing. You don't have to. It's none of their business.
Right.
I mean, hungry hippos. To be honest. And I don't have any ill will towards Wendy. It's just a battle of words and opinions.
Well, I kind of do.
You might, yeah. You may.
Yeah,
I really don't. I really don't. I don't want anything bad.
Because like she allows her chat to bash me. She allows her chat to go after me, and then cries victim.
She's no victim, and the intelligent people in this community know that. They know that she's just looking for content. Whatever content she can get, even if she has to put up her own docs to get content.
Well, that's what she did. Why would she put it up?
Well, because she's not worried about it. Because it's content. Me and Laura went through this one time when I put her last name that nobody knew, not even her mods, in my chat one time, and then I put up the history. I did. I put up the history, and Laura brought it up on her panel, and she goes, "That's my mom. That's my brother. That's," and I'm like, Laura, you just doxed yourself. I never did it. But we may even Laura and I have made it past the crap. We still kind of are edgy with each other, but I'm all for what she's doing now.
Okay, I'll let her go ahead and drink from my.
These kids are driving her nuts right now. Jed has got a habit of using the sprayer, the sprayer to the sink to get water.
How do they get to school? By bus?
Yeah, they ride the bus.
Or do you drive them? Oh, okay.
RTA and then walk home.
Isn't that a bus?
No, not a school bus.
It's a bus. Yeah.
I have to take them.
They take public transport. Even when I start driving though, I'll be at work before they go to school, and we don't fall. We live too close to the school for them to actually bus us.
So they just walk to school?
She gets on. Nicole takes them.
Oh, okay.
We're not going to let them walk.
On public transportation, a mile down the road, and walk home, or wait for another bus to get me home.
And then there's
in the winter too.
They get ready to go to another private school outside the public sector that they can walk to. Next, when does that start, Nicole?
August 11th.
Yeah, I want them out of the public school system, which is a good thing. Mm-hmm. Jed has got a recognition thing today that we're going to go to.
A what?
School recognition thing. What's it about, Jed? Tell us.
Graduation.
Yeah, it's a recognition. You did good at school this year. I wish you did as good at home as you did.
So how do you like having a car, Brian?
I like it. It's I'm used to it now though, because I drive every day.
Now they can't put the bicycle emojis up all the time.
Oh, I'm still gonna ride my bike.
I love bike riding. Yeah. It's good exercise.
Really. Well, they want to make fun of everything. Everything that you do.
No matter what you do, they're gonna make fun of it. Right?
Tell Lance Armstrong he's a joke. Okay, how about that? There's millions of people that ride bike for exercise. There's lots of people that have hobbies, like, I don't know, coming on YouTube and making up content and bashing everybody. That's a hobby for some people. But for me,
I see bike riders all the time on the road.
Here, talk to me. That don't work. That aggravates me.
I've always liked to ride a bike. Even when I drove before, I would still ride a bike.
I remember when you were. I can't remember where you were. But you would do live streams you would do it on your bike. And it was like, you would just ride around and
exercise. It helped me lose weight. I brought it back out. I got a camera on my bike and I got Bluetooth music and I got the comfortable seat and all that stuff.
So they make fun of it. That's like nothing to be ashamed of. You did what you had to do. Now you've got a car. So what are they going to say now? They're going to make fun of your car?
Well, they could if they wanted to. It's a nice car. Oh.
Yes, you can. At school?
I don't know. They'll be leaving here in a minute, right? They bicker with each other on the way out the door.
That's kids. I used to bicker with my brothers and sisters too. Didn't you bicker with yours? Oh, he's muted.
No, I'm listening, but when they get loud, I want to. Because they do this every morning.
It sounds like it's Nicole bickering with them.
She does. She's just trying to get them ready. And Nicole's got a high, squeaky voice. Like, I was telling.
I was going to say it sounded like your kids, but then
no, like Nicole. She just wants to be sure they get to school on time.
Right.
And Nicole, like, if
they're still in school, the kids here have been out of school for 2 weeks. Like 2 weeks.
No. Let's go.
When is their last day of school?
Isn't it Tuesday?
Next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Wow, they're in all this week?
Yeah.
So this coming Tuesday, they're out their last day?
Yeah.
Right here, you can have.
Yeah. They do. She does make sure they get there, I tell you. I don't know. She just wants them to go to school and get rid of them.
Do you guys remember? I'm talking to the chat now. Hi, Denise. Do you remember when summer vacation was like the best because you get up in the morning? You got to, whatever you were going to do, your vacation. Yeah.
There was always summer camps. I went to the summer camps.
Oh, did you? Do your kids summer camp?
They haven't offered that for the longest time, and before they were too young. But now, if they did, I want them to go to that Camp Kern here, where I used to go because it was fun. You have to pay. The school sponsors it, but you still have to pay. But I think it's a good experience.
Carol says New York is still going to school. I believe through next week, so Ohio must be the same. Mm-hmm. Pennsylvania has been out of school for 2 weeks.
They used to have Saturdays. Some of these communities here have Saturday schools. If you mess up, you have to go to school on Saturday.
Are you still working? Like when you go back to work, will you still be working like 6 days a week or 7 days a week?
Well, I'm going to keep both jobs for a while. But I think I might quit the one job. I still have to go to the other job, but the money is good, and I don't mind it.
But do you like working that much, Brian? Come on.
Not really, but I like
pay.
I like to pay. It's not.
Well, I know you like to pay, but yeah, there's a.
I may change, and the job that I do on the weekends, it's more about the people that I work with. I like them so much, They're friends, and then the money. I would hate to, because they really treat me with respect, and they look up to me. So, you always want to go to a place like that, where you get respect and you give respect and you get paid for it.
Mm-hmm.
I wish the job that I work on weekends would have pulled me full time, because it actually pays more than the full-time job, but it's okay.
Yeah.
So I went through the.
Well, I mean, working 7 days a week, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's what I say when I see my paycheck, though, too. It's pretty good.
Yeah, that's true. I know.
And there's absolutely no overtime when you're working 7 days a week. You don't have to work. It's just 8 hours. They're not gonna ask for overtime. So
True.
So it's basically what is that? 58 hours a week. So it's not really that bad.
So you work Monday to Friday at the job that you got hired full time.
Right. It's the same.
And then the other one is just weekends.
Just weekends, yeah. But it's all the same time, and they're only a couple blocks away from each other.
Oh, they must like you.
Yeah, I told them on the weekend. I said, I don't know, I might let this go because I'm getting this other full time. Uncle Brian, please don't do that. We and it's cool. I work mostly by myself, which is another plus. And both jobs, I've got my own little office space, which is a plus. People don't pick at me. I don't work with nitpickers. I can't stand working with nitpickers that, they try to pick reasons to show their authority. I don't have that on either job.
Right.
So, and I'm kind of in charge of what I'm doing. I can do less or do more. So it's all good.
Oh, I know you've gone live, not live, but you've done videos from work before.
If I'm up, and a lot of times I have to go through work orders, do inventory and stuff like that. And if I'm doing that, then I can do two things at once, but you're really not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to do that, but it's not like I'm ignoring what I'm supposed to be doing.
Do you have an office where you're working?
I've got like a office space, a partition, but it's my own. It's mine. Nobody comes in there. I got my own key. And then on the other job, it's the security office.
Is that the job where you got that guy? You beat that guy?
Yeah. Wow. He beat that security guard up. I mean, he's fired him up, and he was coming. I took it. He hit him with a cane, and it wasn't a guy that was walking with a cane. He went and got a cane. We chased him out of the building. He wasn't supposed to be there. And then he comes back with this cane. And the security guard that you'll see in that video, he was only a temporary. He was only there for the day.
He looked like an older guy too.
He was a pastor as well. And before I went to lunch, I briefed him. I said, we had to kick this guy out. And I showed him a picture. I said, he'll probably come back because he is a drug addict, blah, blah, blah. And he came back, and the security guard made the door. That door that you'll see in the video, that's a secure door. You can't get in there without a pass or somebody. And he opened the door to talk to him. I was talking to him behind the bulletproof glass, and he opened the door to talk to him. And I'm trying to reason with this guy, like, dude, you're going to go to jail. You're not coming in this building. You're not wanted here. You're going to go to jail. And he acted like he was going to walk away. And he turned around and he just thumped that security guard with a cane. And then I reached in and grabbed it. And then he two-pieced that security guard and knocked him down. He comes after me, and I'm fighting him off with his own cane. He took a swing at me and missed. But then the security guard come up behind him and grabbed him, and he just elbowed him in the ribs and two-pieced him again. So he hit him 5 times. But then when I chased him, got him out the door with the cane. He tried to come back in the door, and I thumped him upside the head with it. I thought I was going to be in trouble for that. But
Jenny says, is that the video that went viral?
No, I don't think it was viral.
Can you share it? Can you share it?
Well, I'll put it on my community post because I have to do it.
Okay, yeah. It's a good video. Brian comes to the rescue.
Well, he didn't scare me. I wasn't intimidated.
Horrible guy.
I was not intimidated.
Guy, guys.
Yeah, I wasn't intimidated. But when we went to court, I had to go to court, which I don't like doing that, but I had to go to court and testify. The guy was on parole, and they gave him 72 days in jail. They revoked his parole, and he has to go back to prison for 9 months for that, which I think is pretty weak. Honestly, I was trying to tell the prosecutor, I said, he hit him with a weapon, and you're not charging him with felonious assault. He said, well, it's really hard to prove, because we can't tell if I said, I saw him hit him, and the security guard to tell you he hit him, and you can see it in the video. He thumps him with it.
Oh, yeah.
You see me reach up. I'm reaching up to grab his cane, not down. I'm reaching up. So that means the cane was in the air. And we bickered with this guy for like 3 days. First, he came in the building the day before that with a big old rock, and I chased him out.
What did he expect you guys to do?
Well, and I was trying to reason with him. I'm like, dude, we don't want you to go to jail. We just don't want you in this building. You can't be in here.
Right.
And
What did he want in the building? Was he trying to steal stuff?
I have no idea. We have no idea what he was high, and he had a long history of crack and alcoholism and trespassing in other places like that.
Or was he
like
just
he gets high and he thinks he's supposed to be somewhere and he's not. One of those people. I feel sorry for I feel sorry for the guy, really, because we gave him every break in the world. And I don't. Who wants to have to thump somebody upside the head with a cane? I mean, I don't. I want him coming after me.
I think you saved the security guard, because that was an elderly security guard, wasn't he?
Yeah,
he wasn't young.
Well, there were you see the video, but there were other people behind us standing around too. There were people behind us that worked there. They were standing around. And I just didn't want him coming back in there and messing with people, because he didn't intimidate me. I'm not afraid of people.
Right.
I'm just not. And if you're in an altercation, a physical altercation, one of the things that get you beat down is fear. You'll be afraid. He swung at me, and I ducked right out of it, and then shoved him back with his own.
Brian, I don't think you're afraid of too much, to be honest with you.
Not really. I've
never seen you like cower away from people.
No, because when I was, if you grow up and you're being abused and you don't have a chance to defend yourself because you're scared because this person is bigger than you, once you realize that you can defend yourself and then you lose that fear. It took me a while.
Were you abused?
Oh, I had the most evil stepmother. I mean, she was horrible.
What did she do to you, Brian?
Oh, she would be really super nice when Dad was home, but as soon as he pulled away, she turned into this. We had 3 of her kids live with us too. It was like the Brady Bunch, and they would turn into different people as soon as he pulled out. We weren't allowed to speak. There were certain rooms in the house that we couldn't go in. We could they were. I mean, we had definite wicked stepmothers, children. We had that going on, but as soon as he would come home, she would start being all nice, and it was so fake. It was so ridiculous.
Wait a minute. I thought you lived with your mother. You didn't live with your mother?
I lived with my dad at first. Okay. And then we all came back to Mom. And my dad was a very wealthy man. And then my mom wasn't so wealthy. But the difference was we were being abused in my dad's house. But when we came back to Mom's house, she wasn't wealthy, but we weren't being abused. So we weighed that up to, hey, we'll just stay with Mom. Yeah,
so I want to know if you want her to post it in here.
What?
I think the video.
Yeah, if she wants to post it.
Yeah.
If she wants to share it, come on up. If she took the time to dig it up, yeah. Yeah, but this woman was horrible to us. She really was. She was so abusive. Physically, mentally, and it was bad. And we weren't allowed to say anything, because if we told on her, if we told Dad, she would deny it, and then the next day he would go to work, and it would be even twice as bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And she did it with lies. That's why I'm so defensive sometimes.
Yeah, I know you. I noticed that you cannot stand that if someone lies about you. If
there's nothing worse than being like 7, 8 years old, and then your stepmother telling your dad you did something that you didn't do. And you're going, no, Dad, I didn't do that. And he doesn't believe you because he believes the adult. And then you get in trouble twice for something you didn't do.
What kind of things would she tell him that you guys did?
Her kids would, like, if let's say her kids are messing around the house and they break something, she'd blame it on one of us.
Uh-huh.
Or she would make lunch and we had to sit there and wait until they got done eating before we could touch our plate. And we had to sit there with our plate in front of us.
Oh my God.
She would just do the meanest stuff. And then in the end, he stayed with her for all, and she tried that on my kids too. When she came over to visit one time, she tried to get snappy with one of my kids. And I had to tell her, I said, look, this ain't 1974. You will not talk to my kid. And my dad was so mad at me. I said, look, we had to put up with her when we were kids. She's not doing that to my kids. But anyways,
He's still with her? Is he still with her?
No, she had a very painful and long drawn out death.
Might have been karma.
She suffered badly.
I say that.
Yeah. She had Lou Gehrig's disease.
Ooh.
And she was immobile for months. She was just so sick. I feel bad for my dad because he loved her.
Mm-hmm.
But my dad has been with her best friend for the last 8-9 years. Her best friend he's with now.
Wow.
And she treats him good. And even my stepmom treated my dad good. She was just behind the scenes. He didn't know what she was.
Well, how did she treat her own kids?
Oh, like they were gold.
So you guys were crap, and her own kids were angels. Exactly.
Unless dad was home, then we were all angels. And we had to sit there. She would love bomb us and tell us how much she loved us with dad there. But as soon as he left, and we had to live. That's why hypocrisy is really important to me. When somebody does one thing when people are around and then does another thing, when certain people are. That's why you hear me calling out the hypocrisy. I had to live with this evil woman.
Mm-hmm.
That woman. But then again, my sisters, I understand how women are. And I feel safe because a lot of times the only people I had to turn to when we were being abused was my sisters. So that's why I feel.
Did they protect you? Your sisters are older, right?
Oh,
or do you have
no, they're all older.
They're all older.
They always protected. I was the baby.
Yeah. Were they protected of you? Because I can imagine if I had a younger brother, 2 younger brothers, and my sister and I were very protective of my brothers.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what, even if they did something bad. If my parents were mad at my brothers, we were very protective of them. We would scream at our parents if they even did.
She had this rule even when dad was home. When we were sitting at the dinner table, we weren't allowed to drink anything until we ate everything. We couldn't have a drink.
Right.
But she would pour it and set it in front of us. And I remember one day my oldest sister was kind of choking on something,
mm-hmm.
And she took a sip of whatever it was in front of her, and that wasn't dad wasn't home. And she got up, didn't say a word, and got behind her, just started wailing on her. And then her kids were laughing, and her kids would look right at us and take a drink, but we weren't allowed to drink.
Wow.
So she said, "Well, I don't want you guys getting filled up on the drink." Well, what about them? They're allowed to. And so hypocrisy and being able to defend yourself is important to me because there was a lot of times when I came up that I wasn't allowed to.
See, that's not where I understand you better. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people probably don't understand why you feel the need to somebody like sometimes defend yourself. But if you were raised like that and you couldn't defend yourself, you were helpless, then I don't blame you for wanting to defend yourself.
No.
You didn't do it when you were a kid.
No. And then it led to, it did lead to a lot of anger. That's why I got in trouble because dad had rules. Mm-hmm. And we had to follow those rules, even if and then, once you get, then mom didn't have some, she was less strict. And so we were able, I just didn't want to follow any rules because I was so tied down. And I'm not, people's circumstances can determine what kind of adult they're going to be. Mm-hmm. But
do you think though that made you have some anger issues like when you got older because of how she was with you? Because you have to admit that sometimes you did have like some anger.
Oh, absolutely. I know it. And sometimes when somebody's coming at me, I don't see them. It just reminds me of her. Because she was the one, just insulting constantly with me and and I had to sit back and watch them do this to my sister too. That's why I can be defensive of the other people too. And I had to sit back and watch her do this. And then as soon as dad came home, she became Mary Poppins. She became June Cleaver.
But didn't you ever try and talk to your dad? Like, look, Dad, listen.
Yeah, he wouldn't believe us. He didn't believe us till we got older. Then once we all moved back up here with Mom, we told him the story. But he still loves his wife. You know what I mean? He still loved her. We didn't want him to not love her. We wanted him to know what she was doing. He knows now. He may have knew then.
Hey, Britton Farms Homestead. Yeah. Em says she has an uncle who runs his household like a prison, in my opinion. Even to use the bathroom, his kids have to say, "May I please use the bathroom, sir?"
She would lock the bathroom, and we had to kind of just ask several times, but her kids could just go right in there. She treated her kids like, and in the end, all of her children, all of them stopped talking to her.
How many kids went with your dad, and how many kids stayed with your mom? Because I know you had a big family.
All of us went with Dad.
So you all went with your dad.
We all went at different times, though.
Oh, at different times.
Yeah, we all ended up with Mom. And
so you all ended up back with your mom. Is that because of your stepmother?
Yes. And he would come visit, states away. He would come visit, and she wasn't welcome in the yard. She had to sit in the car.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't. And like if he said, "Well, you guys want to come to dinner with us?" Yeah, we'll come with you. We're not coming with her. And we put him through that. But that woman was abusive. She was very abusive. Very abusive. And she was. I lived with a hypocrite.
Do you think maybe sometimes, Brian, and I'm not going to put this in your head, but do you think sometimes growing up like that, you have some PTSD from that, and it like manifests itself in anger?
I know I can be overly defensive. As soon as someone is insultive, right away I'm on it.
Yeah.
If you had to tolerate it for years, you might understand that. But I don't want to put up with it, especially when I know I'm good at defending myself, and when it's just words.
Or if you know that you're right about something.
Yeah, if you know that you're right, and if I know I'm wrong about something, I won't. That's how you caught me in something, because I won't defend it. I'll just say okay, whatever, because I have a hard time defending myself when I know I'm wrong.
Oh, I've seen you lose your shit. And I've heard you say, "What do these people want from me? Do they want me to kill myself?" Like you've gotten to that point, which is kind of sad to me.
Well, that was, like when I first started going live and me and Laura had that fight, I was not used to public people. I never knew that there was this much hate until I saw
Welcome to YouTube.
I never knew that, because even in school, as I got older, I never had problems with people. I was popular and people liked me, and I saw other people getting bullied and picked at, but I wasn't one of those people. I was one of the people that would say, "Hey, why don't you leave them alone?" You know what I'm saying? So I never knew until I got here how hateful and abusive and opinionated that people could be. And then I started to become like that. And that went on for a year or so, where there's been times, that I followed, like when I was on, quote, the other side, that if let's say Hello Starlight didn't like somebody, well, I didn't like them either, just because she didn't.
That's what they do though here.
That is, and I don't want to be a part of that.
Watch the chat.
Yeah, I don't want to be a part of that.
Even people that you've done nice things for will attack you.
Oh, I've seen it. I know that for a fact.
Like over and over again. Like they'll call you names. I mean, how old are we? These are 30, 40, and 50-year-old women that are.
And there's men that do it too, but you have to. I learned a lot about self-esteem and taking the finger off off yourself, because of the things you don't like about yourself, and putting that on somebody else. So the people that are going at other people the hardest for really no reason, it's probably because they got a self-esteem problem with their self, and it's polarized thinking is what it is. So you want to take that finger off yourself and put it on somebody else, and you get relief from that. People do get relief from that.
Bullying this place is overkill. I don't like what's happening to Mommy Ramblings. I really don't know, because I haven't watched her. I really don't understand what's happening to her, but I've seen a few videos been put up about her.
Yeah. So, with that, it led to, by the time I was 17, 18, it led to a lot of rebellion, and I don't have to listen to this rule. I'm not under anybody's rule, and nobody could tell me what to do. I ended up in juvenile prisons, group homes, detention centers, and eventually, I did prison time. And that kind of rehabilitation, and it is rehabilitation because they want to teach you a lesson. They don't want you to come back. And it's mostly the inmates and the COs that do that. They don't want you to come back. So you're not going to be treated like a human. And that's what you get. They will tell you, if you don't like this, then don't come to jail. Or where do you think you're at? Home or some other dirty place? And so my last time I got locked up was the last time I got locked up. That's what that's also where, when I got locked down, a lot of times they'd have these church services come in, and you could be out and you had a little freedom. That's where God came into my life a long time ago. And then I got out and I still ran a little bit of the different way, but I never did things that would, cause me to end up locked.
Don't you think, though, like your little break that you took from YouTube, like you did take quite a bit of a break from YouTube. Did you feel good? Like after Nicole, like I know she erased some of the videos that you wanted to keep, but
oh man. I was so mad at her for that, but now looking back at it, she's never really puts her foot down about something. And she said, look, you got people coming after your job. You got people coming after you. These people are just blah, blah, blah. And I left it up and she deleted it. And I was so mad at her. We didn't speak for a little while. Because I had about 1,300 videos.
Didn't you have some videos that had like 100,000 views on it?
Oh yeah, the most I got was 276, and I was like, I wish you would have just left the true crime up and the stuff with the kids when they were younger, and she was like, no, I just wanted you to get the point that if people are for whatever reason coming after your job, your house, me, then what's more important? So now I'm thankful that she did that, even though I missed those videos because there were some really good ones. She put her foot down.
I'm sorry that we can't go back and watch. There's some of those videos, like the Darlie Routier videos and stuff. I would love to go back and watch.
Yeah.
Am's family first, Brian.
Yeah, she did the right thing, and people still tease me, that's why your wife turned the channel off. Now, she turned the channel off because of people coming in real life. She said she didn't care what reason it was. She said she knows what goes on. She just don't say it. No,
she's not. She's not into YouTube.
Now,
that's what you guys don't understand on here when you say stuff about Nicole. She doesn't care about YouTube. She doesn't.
Well, I tell you
what's going on.
Nicole, growing up with this disability, she knows how mean people can be because she's had to deal with it all of her life because of that disability, right? So I didn't really figure out how mean people were until I started going live. But she already knew how people were. That's why she doesn't go around a bunch of people.
Well, they'll go after anything.
Can you imagine if Nicole was in this drama community, right? She's already had people make jokes about her disability. Like Rex said, oh, that's why he had to get with somebody with Down syndrome. Can you imagine if she
did he say that? He did.
Yeah. God, right up there with Sarah on panel.
Oh, that's
and then she started flipping out on him.
But they're okay. These people are okay.
Yeah. Then she started flipping out on him, and she's right in my ear yelling at him. And I said, why don't you just shut the F up? Oh, there he goes abusing his wife. No, she was yelling in my ear. She was laughing about it. But can you imagine if she was
I've heard her tell you to shut the F up.
Oh, yeah. She's
not shy.
She doesn't like when she's running around the house and trying to get the kids and I'm going live. I'm like, okay, can you guys just calm down? She doesn't like that.
No.
And then she doesn't like no.
And she won't
That's
be quiet either.
She won't. That's why I have to mute it. And she's like, you can do that when I'm not trying to. And she's right.
So Rex needs to know that she tells you she gives as good as she gets. So
she really does. Nicole is vicious when you make her mad.
Hey, Sunnyside. Nice to see you. Yeah, she gives as good as she gets. You guys can't judge someone else's relationship. That's the thing. And people like to do that on here. And I'm thinking, you don't know what goes on. Like we know more in Discord because we talk privately than you guys will ever know on here. Yeah. So stop trying to second guess why Brian says what he says. They go back and forth. It's banter. Yeah.
Yeah. And Nicole is
hear the other side of the conversations because she's told him to shut up many times.
And I usually do when she says that, but I'm blessed to have her. And one of the things I like about Nicole is that, you know, it with no shade on anybody else, but she would never participate in any type of stuff. She would never. She
talks to us. She does talk to us once in a while behind the scenes, but she don't want nothing to do with YouTube.
She has the ability to walk away.
Yeah, she does.
She might get loud for a minute, but she could just, whatever. That's their opinion. Whatever. I wish I had that.
Yeah, you don't have the same opinion. You don't have the same way of walking away from things that she does. You gotta
imagine she's had to deal with it. People discriminate for no reason, and she knows that all of her life she was picked on because of something.
And I hate when people tell me, "Are you still going to support? Do you support Brian doing this? Do you support?" Look, Brian, you know I don't support everything you do. You know that. You don't support everything I do, like you don't support everything Marissa does, but we can still be friends. You're not going to tell me not to be friends with someone I'm friends with. I've been friends with Brian for over a year. It's not going to change.
Wendy made a really good comment that makes sense. She said, well, sometimes I just like people that do bad things. She said that herself. Yeah, and Wendy, that applies to a lot of people here. You know,
she likes people to do bad things.
Wendy says sometimes I like people that happen to do bad things.
Oh yeah, she definitely said that.
Yeah, and so why can't that be the same for everyone else?
Oh, it can't be.
Now, like in some me and Molly have talked about things. You know, there's some stuff that she's done that I don't like, and there's some stuff that I've done, you know, that she didn't like. I was shocked when she went at Potty Mama. I didn't care for that, but I understand, you know, that it was she was angry and it just came out of her, but I didn't. And now Potty Mama don't like me because of that. So, and I never had any issue with her. I thought she was a sweetheart, but that's something Marissa did. And I'm not going to unfriend her because of that. Right. You know, she shouldn't have done that. She shouldn't have said that. And she knows that, even if she won't admit it, but she's still my friend. You can't take one episode of somebody that does something like that and base their whole character on it. You know, Marissa has been really good to me. You know, I like talking to her outside of YouTube. Talking to her, you know, she's very insightful and she's been very helpful to me as a friend. And sometimes you just want to facepalm yourself. You check your head like, "Oh, Marissa, I can't believe you did that." But you know, I like her the way she is.
Right.
And I don't believe half of the stuff that's said about her. Some of the stuff they say about her is true, but I don't believe half of it. They pick on her. She's not a phony. Marissa's not fake. What you see is what you get.
Right.
I appreciate
it. And they're doing their own thing now, so they need to be left alone.
Yeah.
Tiffany Marie, like I know people hate Tiffany Marie, but ha ha ha, she's at 5,000 subs already. Mm-hmm. You know, she's doing really well with her true crime. So you guys can.
I could tell people this honestly, even behind the scenes, like when we text each other with Molly and even Laura, they're not into the drama.
They aren't.
They do not care. It's not like, we're not, but yeah, of course, behind the scenes, we might talk crap about people we don't like. That has stopped. Period. She don't want to hear it. She don't give a damn what Wendy thinks.
No.
She don't care. So what, woman? I'm living my best life. You go ahead and do your thing. And you got to respect
went
that
back
kind
to
of,
sleep.
yeah,
Ginger went back to sleep.
You got to respect that.
You don't. The thing is, what you see is what you get with her. Whether you like it, you don't like it, what you see is what you get. And with Brian, what you see is what you get. When he claps back, it's usually, here's Brian. Brian won't attack you. Brian will not attack you if you're leaving him alone. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Wendy felt like she was being attacked in the chat, and all people did were ask her a question. Nobody said, there's that Wendy, blah, blah, blah. Nobody did that to her. I just wanted to know why.
I didn't even want to talk to her. Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, I just want to know why she wasn't outraged when Tiffany got doxxed. And why she said, it's no big deal. And she couldn't answer that question logically. So she had to twist it the way she sounded.
Oh, and then she was like, oh, here comes Cindy. Like she allows people to use nasty troll names. And she wouldn't like it if people were using nasty troll names in my chat. No. And there's like some nasty troll names out there.
It's probably not her real character in real life. It's all about YouTube. It's all about entertainment. It's all about having content. I don't hold a whole lot of stuff against people, but if you're going to put on this persona, and it's easy to call you out. Wendy's really easy to call out. It's just really easy. I mean, she's an easy target.
Well, apparently there's no, I guess it's okay now to share private messages.
Yeah.
Like that's what I got from that whole thing. It's okay to get private messages and then share them. Instead of going to that person and talking to them behind the scenes. That's what I'm getting from it. Share all the private messages you want. Don't cry about someone sharing that you were in a Discord with Diane.
Yeah.
That's the same thing.
And who cares if they're in a Discord with Diane? Really?
I don't care. You know what?
They can talk to her all
behind me like months ago. I realized that Diane's never going to come clean.
Mm-mm.
So,
but the thing of it is if you're in a Discord with Diane, don't jump on a panel and talk crap about Diane and expect not to be called out about it.
That's exactly what they did.
Diane's done.
Scrambled to make a live stream, and all of them just talked crap on her. So,
well, I think the other day when you had Mandolin and Wendy and Hello Starlight, they were all just kind of releasing their negative feelings about Diane, and a lot of people say, well, that wasn't real. I think it was real. I think that had been a long time coming, and I think if they would have done that in the first place, we wouldn't have so much division here. If they would have just done that in the first place. But I think that when you have a friend, and I can understand Wendy. I actually, even though she said I lost my friend, even though I made fun of that, I kind of felt bad for her, because when you have a friend and you find out they do something like that, you just simply don't want to believe it. And it took them a while. They were hoping and having faith in their friend that she would come back and show the receipts and that we were wrong. And I was hoping for that for a while too, but after a while it dragged on.
She wasn't going to come back about when she scheduled that live. She wasn't going to come back about the receipts. She was coming back about the Discord, I think.
I don't know.
But she never ended up going live, so who knows?
I do realize this, even with all honesty, I do realize that Diane took a huge dump on Wendy and Randy. I think that
she took a dump on all of them.
Well, it was worse for them.
They don't trash her every other day.
I would really love to even privately or publicly just have a civil conversation with Wendy, because
she's not willing to.
Well, no, she's not. But I think a lot of the character and the hypocrisy that we're getting with her right now is just she's being defensive. And I guess she's kind of got a right to be defensive because she got crapped on so badly. Just being a real human here. But that doesn't mean people aren't going to call you out when you say one thing and do another. You know, people are still going at Wendy because she said, I want to give half that money back. But then
See, I never heard that. I never heard that because I don't watch her. I've heard people say she said that. Hey, listen, she gets money out of all this drama. More power to her. You know what? I have no ill will towards Wendy.
well, she needs to send you a check, Carla.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying that, you know, if she's getting money out of this, good for her. Good for her. I hope she is.
I don't hate Wendy, and like and I'm not interested in any of her personal information or anything. She hasn't done that to me. She's not made
either. What am I going to do? I live across the country.
She hasn't made any threats towards me. She's not coming after my family. She hasn't said a thing about my family except for my son. You know, and that's that's fair game. You know, when people talk about my son, but she hasn't made. She's not a threat to me. She's just insultive to me and dismissive to me, and that's what I call her out on. I'm not. If somebody sent me her information, you know,
well, and to be honest, that picture I got with that guy with the face mask on, all you see is his eyes. So I didn't even know who that was. I thought it was another creator on YouTube. I just did.
Yeah.
Because I know Molly has been doing the, you know, she talks to all kinds of people. So I just thought, I didn't know. I don't know what armchair detective looks like. For all I knew, it was that guy. I don't know who it was.
You didn't ask for it either.
Said in the message, which they didn't show, I don't know who this guy is that she sent me. I really don't.
Well, nobody would. If I just put up his picture right now with no information behind it, nobody'd know who he was.
I mean, she blocked it out, but all you could see in that picture that Marissa sent me was eyes because there was a mask from there down.
Unless he was born that way. Yeah.
And I don't know about the one of Mary Ann or Hello Starlight. Sorry. I don't even know where that came from. I have no clue.
Well, it was just
someone said it was from. Hey, Jenna.
I think it came from one of her lives.
I might have. I don't know.
Unflattered. She had a funny look on her face. Even I, because I had that picture too, and I sent it to Mary Ann, and I made fun of the picture. You know, and she said, "Oh, that's cute, Brian." You know, blah blah blah. I said, "Yeah, it's cute when you guys do that to me too, isn't it?" I said, "Come on, it's funny." And you know, she didn't think it was funny, but she just had an unflattering look on her face. You know, but I've also seen other pictures of her where she didn't. They weren't.
I think she's cute. She looked cute in her freaking mugshot, which was all over the internet.
You know what? I told her that when we were friends, and
I would not look good in a mugshot. She looked good in her mugshot.
Yeah, when her mugshot came up,
freaking internet. And that wasn't from a live stream. So
no, she was really embarrassed about that. We were friends then, and she's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe that picture is up. I look so awful." I said, "No, you don't. She's cute.
She does look cute.
She's really cute. She's really cute." But anybody, you can get a picture of somebody in an off moment and they look funny. There's pictures of Laura out there where she doesn't look her finest, but there's also other pictures out there of Laura, Laura's good looking to me.
There's pictures of everybody that don't look good. If you stand up, it's going to happen. And these people that make fun of you for your looks, cam up for a little while and see if someone doesn't catch you at a bad angle or a bad. What's going to happen?
Wendy is not unattractive, but she's not a supermodel. But if she cammed up, we would rip that apart. And then people, because you just make up stuff. You know, it's still insulting.
Look how they're still calling me Chucky after a year and a half.
Because you have red hair. I mean, you know,
I don't even have red hair anymore.
It's like reddish.
But they're still.
I remember somebody was talking about Wendy being on Dr. Phil, and they were cracking on how her feet hung over that chair. And I was like, "There's nothing wrong with it." Wendy.
She's short.
Yeah, she's short. And she's
what's going on, Dr. Phil? Was that real life? Was that?
Sure was. Sure was. And you want to talk about getting booted? You know, Wendy, you got booted on national TV by one of the most popular people around.
Hey, Ben,
get off my stage. You got booted. booted.
You know, and it's been going on Sunnyside for a year and a half. Like, if they think that bothers me, I mean, I'm so over it, because these are 40, 30, 40, 50-year-old women that are calling me this Chucky. Like, it's like,
give Wendy some props, though.
Like, I'm married. I have a husband. I'm not worried about what you all think about my looks.
No, I don't care.
Have to.
That doesn't bother me when people talk about my looks at all, because, you know, well,
they do. They put your head on a pig, and they put your
come on. I'm not even that big. But look, as far as, you know, let's say I was somebody that never got attention from the female side, that if somebody was saying, "Oh, you're so funny," that would bother me. But I've had in my life, I've been blessed to be able to date and be associated with some really attractive women. So when people come at me about my looks, I'm like, oh, is that all you got? Come on, man. I know I'm not Brad Pitt, but I've had more yeses than nos in my life. So
exactly. And who cares?
And, you know, anybody can get rejected. And I've had it happen where I asked somebody for a date and I was like, oh no, you know, and you just, okay, so that person, you know, that's fine. That person, that's cool. That's all right. All right, cool. And my twins' mom absolutely hated me.
I notice, you know, I mean, the whole big thing now is my bangs. And like,
what about Wendy's bangs?
Well, that's because she doesn't come up,
Wendy.
so they can't make fun of her bangs.
Well, that's Wendy. Wendy's bangs, Wendy's red bangs are cool. Yours are not, but they're both bangs.
No, of course, yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it.
I go on whatever. I look shitty today, and I'm on camera. So make fun of me all you want. Screenshot this. Make fun of me. I don't care. You care.
They got this thing with my glasses right now. You know, they're going on about these glasses, the round ones that I wear. And in the real life, I get more comments. Man, those glasses are cool. Where'd you get them? I get more of that than I do when I wear the other pair. But on YouTube, it's like, oh God, look at the glasses. They're bottle glasses. And what they don't realize is I like them, and I think they look cool on me. And these, I mean, come on, these are Versace. So what? Yeah,
I've got really good sunglasses that I only paid $12 for, and I really love them.
Let's pick on his glasses.
Like, who cares? Like, I like these sunglasses.
What do you want me to do? Throw them away? I can see Versace. I can't see a damn
Versace, but I like my sunglasses.
Well, I figured if I was going to have to wear glasses, because I can't see a damn thing without them, I figured if I was going to have to wear glasses, I want some good ones. So.
You forgot the middle finger, Carla.
Who got the middle finger?
That's what Samara said.
Yeah. See,
I really, you know, I don't. The thing is, I mean, how much? Oh, I like those.
Yeah, I mean, these are cool.
With them, they are cool. You know who wears glasses like that?
Yeah, Versace.
Stephanie Harlow wears glasses like those.
Well, it depends on whose face they're on, whether or not they'll like them. I just can't.
Do you want to come up, Jenna? Or are you still at work? I don't know if she's still at work or not.
And I've lost about 20 pounds in the last.
Good for you.
In the last 6 weeks. So I'm waiting for these chins to leave me. Oh, they crack when I use that Just for Men to get that gray out of my beard. They crack on that too. These are all women that dye their hair.
I dye my hair. I'm not ashamed of it. I do. I dye my hair. And
I don't like the gray in my beard, so I put it natural color. And they call me ginger when my hair is brown.
Hey, pearls of wisdom.
My beard does grow out red though.
Well, so were you a redhead when you were younger?
My hair was solid white.
Really?
Yeah.
I never.
My dad was like that too. His hair was like a solid white.
So if you got red hair, why aren't they calling you Chucky? Chucky too.
Oh, they got names for me. I don't think they've ever picked a character though. I guess I might be hard to doppelgang. They just call me a fat ass. You know, I'm not that big. I'm kind of big.
Maybe I could be bride of Chucky and you could be Chucky. So
yeah,
you know,
that's okay. I got names for them too. I mean, I can do it.
Yeah. We can all do it. We can all do it if we want to. We can all take someone's looks and make fun of them. Like most of the people that make fun of your looks are never going to cam up. They're never going to show you what they look like. And I really don't care. Like, I know I'm never going to be a beauty queen. So I've accepted it. I'm married. My husband likes the way I look. So why would I worry about what they think? I'm not worried about what they think.
Yeah. Well, I've had like I said, I've never had any issues in with the opposite sex. Never had any issues.
Why is it so much easier for men to lose weight? That's so unfair. I know. Ugh, you get to a certain, it is easier for men to lose weight. They just have to take a bike, go on a bike and ride around the block. And I
tell you what, I've ate so much salad and green stuff overnight. I feel like a rabbit. But the thing with dieting is, you're not into it until you start getting some results. So when I started the diet and I saw that, within a couple of weeks, I lost 14 pounds. That's motivation to continue it. And then,
exactly, Tawanda. Who cares? Who cares?
Tawanda is adorable.
Tawanda's beautiful.
She's
one of the most beautiful women on here.
She's
cammed up. Have you ever seen her cammed up?
Oh, yes.
She's gorgeous.
Yeah, I've seen her. Look, I've seen her cam up, at times where she's been working all day and hadn't had a chance to fix herself up. And then I've seen her when she's cleaned up, hadn't been working all day, not so stressed out. And she reminds me of what women used to look like when I grow up, and like she's still got that 70s look, which is what a guy my age would like. She looks, women were classier than they are now. And you just look at her and you just see warmth. She is so cute. She's just somebody you want to grab a hold of.
No, she's not just beautiful on the outside. She's a good person.
Yeah.
She's just a good person. Like, she's one of the good ones. We're
gonna love bomb her right now.
Yeah.
If you're gonna love bomb somebody, it's one. She can get feisty though.
Yeah.
I never knew how nice she was.
I just want to say again, what I did was wrong. And Jenna was not, and I'm not going to, Jenna was not throwing me under, trying to defend me yesterday. Believe me, we had some talks behind the scenes.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of fighting going on back there.
It wasn't like fighting,
but I'm talking about when you and Jenna were into it, and I'm glad that they're not. I'm glad I stayed out.
And that was from before, but I'm talking about what just happened with Jen.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't agree with what I did. And I don't think it was good either. But
I tell you now,
not like she was defending me what I did.
Life with
she's not going to go after me over and over, live after live after. I think there was no less than 6 lives about that same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'll tell you what, though, right now you and Jenna are good, but if you did something or I did something, me and Jenna are good too. I think we've always been good. Mm-hmm. But if I did something that she didn't care for, she'd speak up about it. Mm-hmm.
She would.
And she gives no.
And she did yesterday. I don't know where they get where she was saying it was okay what I did. She didn't. She's never said that. Behind the scenes. I mean, we tried to keep it behind the scenes, but we didn't have any choice but to come public with everying. They made us go public with it.
I think in the Discord you talked about it for a good 45 minutes before you decided to go live about it.
Yeah.
You decided how it was going to be.
Yeah.
And I told Jenna, I said, well, what they're going to say is, that was a private conversation, so blah, blah, blah. And that's exactly what Ash 274 did. We called out what was going to happen before it happened. We didn't expect Wendy to come over, but she was welcome to. But I knew what to expect as soon as she jumped on that panel. I knew she was going to get loud and try and control the whole thing and then take it and twist it all up. 18 people were asking her questions. Everybody was yelling at her. She goes, look at them. They sound like a bunch of cackling chickens. Well, it's because you got the speed on high, but nobody was attacking her. Nobody. When she called Carla a coward, I think the worst comment that Wendy got was, I said, well, then you're a coward because you won't answer that question.
Well, here's the thing. She got mad at me because when she goes, people were in your chat begging you to out your source or who gave you the pictures and you wouldn't do it. Well, you were asked who gave you the private messages and you wouldn't. You said it was just a close friend of yours. I never, it was never pushed to ask who gave it to you.
And I noticed something else too. She said, I never got a thing from Diane. I'm not a part of that. But this is the same person that said, I've got gifts down in my basement that I haven't opened yet.
Right.
So you did get stuff from Diane and you have a reservation with them because you haven't opened them yet. The reason you have the reservation is because I think you know where they came from. That's just my opinion. I'm allowed to have that opinion.
And you are allowed, and she's allowed to have her opinion, and we're allowed to have our opinion. But apparently we're not. And I've gotten a comment saying that in my, you don't know what it feels like for Wendy to be associated with Diane. She was on that panel nobody twisted her arm to go on that panel for 3 years.
She can handle herself. Wendy can definitely handle herself. And we got to remember.
Hey, JoJo.
We got to remember when Wendy said that she thought about a year while it was going on. She said, well, I had suspicions about her a year ago. And then she comes back and she goes, I didn't know anything. I had nothing to do with it. But you had suspicions. And Wendy's not stupid. She's not a dumb person. She's hypocritical and she fabricates and she maximizes things, but she's not dumb.
And yet they had panel after panel bashing. How many times did they bash Tiffany on that panel when Tiffany was asking for receipts?
I tell you what, though, like you said earlier, the best thing to get back at somebody is to do better.
Exactly.
Good on you, Tiffany.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, she's doing so well with her true crime. She's gone from 2,000 subs to over 5,000 subs. Mm-hmm. So, she's going to be at 100,000 pretty soon.
It took me.
You guys can eat her dust.
Yeah, it took me about 4 years to get to 5,000 subs. With
she's done it in a matter of weeks.
Yeah,
and I'm proud of her.
Mm-hmm. I watch her. Yeah, I watch her. Hey, there's Remy.
Hey, Remy.
And Remy's another one that gets picked on. She hasn't been getting picked on here lately. She's been kind of laying low.
Well, Remy sometimes gets picked on, I think, because she speaks her mind. And in this community, if you go on the wrong chat and speak your mind.
She's free to go anywhere, though. She's made that possible for herself that she can go just about anywhere.
Well, so is the Winky Whispers. And there's a few other people that go wherever they want.
Remy said she's not blue anymore.
Remy, there's most people. I only have the people in my Discord that are blue and a few others that are really close to me. I don't give a shit if I'm picked on. I'm used to it. Yeah.
I like Remy. She used to talk to me more than she does now, though.
Well, here's the thing. It's not a big deal. Just notice it. I took wrenches and I have a hard time trusting people. Like, it's just like I got shit on. And
Denise, the thing with the reason I kind of backed out of true crime is because I got so involved with this drama. You have to really focus.
You have to back away.
And then, when I was doing true crime, life was a little more simple then, and I could focus on it. But I will put one in every now and then, and maybe eventually I'll slip right back into it.
Mm-hmm.
I did. I mean, honestly, Denise, I did have one case outside of a couple. I had one case that I just mastered it, and there's nobody could touch me on that Darley case as far as the information. And the way I did the Darley case is, I would speak my not guilty side, but I would also give the innocent side play too. I would, if they were good on something, I would bring up both sides.
Hi, Anita. In case people are just coming in now, I took everybody's wrench. The only people that have wrenches now are people that are in my close circle because of everything that's gone on in the last couple of days. It's really taken a toll on me. So don't feel like there's it's, don't feel like it's anything, I have anything against anybody. It's just that I am really not looking, I got burnt really bad. And
I think that I think that what we on this side might want to try to focus on, like for me personally, is how can we work past the situation with Wendy and those who follow her? How can we, as a whole, everybody come together and work to have it stop? Somebody needs to break the circle. I think Wendy's capable, and I think people would follow if she said, if she did a live and said, you know what,
she says stuff like, okay, she says stuff like she's not a bully, but she says, I don't watch Carla because she's boring. Like, I don't say that about you because I don't watch you. If you don't watch me, how do you know I'm boring? Like, don't come here and watch me and say I'm boring.
Why would she sit here and watch you when she doesn't have to? She's got people that do it for her that will tell her exactly what you said.
No, her idea of fun is bashing on someone. Bash for cash, like you said, Brian. Bash for cash.
Even when you're bashing someone, you still have to once in a while bring up the good that you see in that person. I've always done that. Like me and Laura were going at it, but I would always come back to, look, I realize it this way. She's running a business. She's trying to take care of her kids. And when it comes to you and your kids, you know, if it's up to that person you're bashing is going to eat, or your kids are going to eat, your kids are going to eat.
Exactly.
And I get that with her. So you always, even when you're bashing somebody, you have to put up the good about them. The good, and here I can say something that's good about Wendy. The good about Wendy is she can handle herself on any panel anywhere without boo-hooing and shutting her channel down and disappearing. She's strong when it comes to being able to handle herself. If she gave everybody the benefit of the doubt, she would be like a moral compass. If she would spread it around, don't be hypocrite. Take the hypocrisy away from Wendy, and she'd be great. She's
blocked. She shouldn't be.
Who's blocked?
Hang on. Someone said Bailey Vexed is blocked. Let me see. Nobody should be blocked in here.
No, Bailey shouldn't be blocked. I know that she doesn't care for Molly, but she doesn't come at me because me and Molly are friends.
God, you should see my block list. Wow. I don't. She's not blocked.
Like Laura there, Brent. I think I'm gonna do a compilation.
God, some of these names in here. Holy cow!
I think I'm gonna do a compilation of Wendy's laugh mixed with Laura going
Carla's COVID vax, full on madness. Dr. Mimi Cirque. Oh God.
Maybe this side, or they call it this side. Maybe the people that are more frequently over here.
I hate calling it this side.
It kind of is, though. It kind of is in one side or the other. Where there's a line.
Not.
Maybe people should start, like, pick a creator that you don't care for, and just do a video. Do a video about the good things about that person.
Right.
If we all did that, it helps us get over that, what it is we don't like about them.
Oh, hung donkey. Think before you speak. Humphrey McDougal. Full on drama. Well, they've been blocked for like over a year. Pencils Rock.
Full on drama.
Look, I don't like full on drama. I'm never going to like full on drama. That's just, and I know they don't like me, and that's fine. I mean, I don't get all butthurt over it.
I mean,
it says you're blocked too. So how are you talking in here?
Look,
it says she's blocked.
Well, there was a time when she had a couple.
Well, I'll unblock her, but I don't see.
I don't care for full on drama anyway either. But I tell you what, she's very funny, and she's very witty.
There's one, Chucky Sparkle Farts.
I like that one.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I kind of wish that I wasn't on a bad terms with Full On Drama because she's so witty and clever and quick.
She is kind of funny.
I think she's funny. If she's going to somebody else,
I will give her that.
If she's cracking on somebody else, I think it's hilarious.
No, Bailey's not blocked. There's other people that are blocked, but she's not blocked.
Carla had me blocked at one point.
Yeah, but not for long.
There's Mr. Positive.
Yeah, Mr. Positive's been in here.
That video that you were asking me about, Mr. Positive, I put that in your. I put it in the Discord messages. That video.
No, she's not blocked. She's not in here. I don't know why she can't type. Seriously. Maybe I have to go back in a old live. I just looked.
Sometimes you have to go to Google to unblock people.
But I didn't block her. So why would it?
Maybe she left. I don't know. I know she was irritated there for a second. She's always been nice to me, no matter where I go. So I don't have any.
Right.
No, Mr. Positive. In your messages, your Discord messages, you and I are friends on Discord, and I put that video in the Discord messages. It's still there. I just checked it. I put it in there.
If you're like not in someone's like Discord, you have to like friend them or ask for or friend request them.
And like I said, the message went through. He was at. Matter of fact, let me see if I can grab that for him. He wanted to see this particular.
Jojo was on panel when you showed your Malibu to bum pry on Carlos last year. Oh my God, that was so funny.
Wow.
People are sorry. People are still talking about that.
Yeah, I definitely.
Oh my God, I was panicking. That was the worst day of my life.
I made an ass out of myself that day.
And you sure did. And you're holding up this piece of paper, and I'm trying to read it, and I'm like, "What the hell is he saying?" Like,
kiss my ass.
I couldn't read it for the life of me.
You didn't know how to kick somebody from your backstage.
I didn't. I had no clue. I knew there was all kinds of dots, but I didn't know what. I'm like panicking because I'm so afraid that I'm going to put you up on panel while you got your pants pulled down.
I mooned Laura once too, and she played it because Laura was streaming.
I think somebody screenshotted your butt.
Yeah, they had a profile go around like that.
I think someone did. It might have been, and I don't want to out her, but it was someone in Laura's Discord that screenshotted your butt.
Yeah, no big deal. That's what I get. It's funny now.
But yeah, it was like that's the thing on here. If you know. Anything that you do on camera can be screenshotted just like that. And
yeah, the internet never forgets.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, I was doing a live stream and she was live. We were bickering with each other on our lives and she was streaming me. And somebody in my chat said, "Laura's streaming you right now." I said, "Really, Laura? Here you go. Stream this."
Oh my God.
And she goes, "Oh my God, Brian, you're disgusting. You're disgusting."
Were you guys having it out? I mean, were you guys arguing or something that day?
Oh, yeah. Me and Laura used to go at each other hard.
It was 2019 when you moved me, Gingerlog says. I thought it was last year.
It's hard to...
God, 2019. I've been doing live streams since 2019. Wow.
It's kind of hard to go at somebody when you like them. I liked Laura then. Yeah, I just didn't like the crap she was doing.
You hated me. Oh, my God, you were so mad. And then you made a video right away going, "That Carla is such an ignorant woman."
I didn't hate you. I didn't. I was just happy with me. I was trying to be reasonable with you, and you weren't buying. You weren't buying in.
I wanted to drag you. Yeah, I will admit it. I was wrong. You know what? You learn on here.
It's funny now.
And I'm just thinking that was just immature of me to do. And
now, but you see the kind of influence that particular person that put you up to that has. That's what she does. Well,
yeah, but that happens all the time. But yet, here's the thing about that too. Why is everybody else allowed to apologize and it's like swept under the carpet, and it's okay.
Hey, I'm sorry. And there's nothing on my carpet. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So,
And
okay.
then it's okay.
Everybody unblock me now.
And then it's okay.
I'm not
But
sorry.
that's not shady. Only what I did was shady, talking in a private message.
There's only a couple things on here that like when I was fighting with Nene, I gave her an apology. I really felt bad for that, for fighting with her. And
you guys are okay now.
I like Nene. I like her. I think she's a
sweetheart.
She's a shining light in a really dark.
Oh, trust me, Nene was mad at me for a long time.
Well, I think that really back then she was going through some stuff.
No. She was mad at me for a reason, because I let someone listen in on a phone call that I should never have done.
Shame on you.
I should never have done it. And when I had finally admitted it, which, Laura tried to get me to admit it and I wouldn't, but I went on my panel and I said, yeah, it was me. I did. It was me. Well, God, Minnie was after me in every comment section. She could, well, how does it feel? Well, how does it feel?
She is so mean when she's mad.
But she wasn't really mean. She was
mean.
She was just like, yeah. She was. I just had to laugh because she can't be mean even when she tries to be mean.
Well, like I said, I'll say it again. What Nanny did is after a year and a half of me and her just fighting each other relentlessly, she decided that, you know what? I'm going to call him and we're going to have a talk. And that's what she did. And we stayed on the phone for about an hour and we've been friendly ever since. I'd rather it be that way.
Right.
Because she, like, really, Nene is, like I said, she's a bright light in a really dark place. And she
is. And she goes just about everywhere too.
Sure.
Like Winky Whispers does, because she doesn't insult anybody. She doesn't. And here's the thing with me. I don't go into any chat that I think I'm not welcome in. I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to defend anybody. I'm not going to plead my case.
I went into Potty Mouth Mama's chat a couple weeks ago, and all I said was, "You just know that you're loved, Potty Mouth Mama." And Sally Spencer jumped my ass for that. And I said, "Okay." Because I don't have nothing against.
No comment about that one.
Yeah, I don't have anything against Potty Mouth Mama.
No, not Potty Mouth Mama.
I know what you're talking about.
I have no comment about the other one.
I just don't know. I don't know how someone, on that particular person, I don't know how they can get 8 pairs of flip flops on 2 feet.
How she can what?
Wear 8 pairs of flip flops at the same time on 2 feet.
I don't know. I really don't know much about her. She sounds like she's from
South Africa.
Africa, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But she has a strong opinion about stuff, and I guess you're only allowed. Sally is very protective of Potty Mouth Mama. And you can be protective of your friends. I never said you couldn't.
She used to be protective of me, too, until it became popular to not be. I'll never leave Brian, not in a million years. What she said. You stick up for me relentlessly.
Well, I think people have been forced to take sides in this community, and
they go where it's popular, and it's popular to be hateful and mean on here.
Yeah,
it's not popular to call that out.
Well, it's boring if you're not bashing someone on your panel.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's what they want to see. To be honest with you, if I had someone on my panel right now and you were bashing, like say you weren't getting along with Nanny. I mean, just example. And I brought her up here and I muted and I let you and Nanny go after each other. Right. Do you know how many people would be in this chat right now?
Oh, yeah.
People would be in here watching that because they like to see, people fighting. And that says more about the people that really enjoy that.
This just came to my mind too. They talk about gender bashing on here quite a bit. You know, transgender bashing, gay bashing, saying this word and saying that word. So all these women that are in here going, why are these men in the women's drama community? Stop gender bashing. Cut it out.
Okay, JoJo. Have a great day.
Bye, JoJo. Men have a right to be wherever they want to be.
Brian, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Get something.
So that is like one of the go-tos around here when you have it's okay if you're a man like Rex who's going after someone you don't like, male or female. That is gender bashing. When you say, what are men doing in this women's community? YouTube is not a women's platform. Drama is not a women's platform. It's not. If you take a look at a lot of women, when I grew up, used to watch the soap operas like Guiding Light, Young and Restless, all that. And you got to think, would they watch it if it was just all women, or were the men in that drama too? You know, so stop gender bashing. It's very sexist. Stop.
Thank you, Mr. Positive.
Now, I just found out yesterday about Eric, you know, Wickarian. He's able to be in the women's community, and the people like him. I had no idea that
I know who that is.
I didn't know he was gay. But you got to understand, you know, even if he's gay, which is not a problem, doesn't matter, doesn't change my opinion on him at all. He's still a man in women's drama. Why is that okay? Why is nobody going after him? He doesn't bother me. He's made some comments, but he don't bother me. But
so it's okay if you're gay.
Mm-hmm.
What else? It's okay if you're a man and you're clipping channels.
Mm-hmm.
So
we're gonna have a man.
It's not okay for you.
No, we're gonna have a man put up
Stellar. Stellar's not allowed in this community. He's creepy, according to, and I'm not saying he's creepy because I love Stellar. But they keep calling him creepy. Why are they calling him creepy? He's like the most calm, nicest person I love his videos.
Well, they have to be dismissive. Veruca Salty Salt says, I don't like men, period. I've seen her make some crappy comments about me, but yeah, that's okay. What's up, baby?
Sky, clouds.
There's Nicole.
Hey, Nicole.
She's feeling flowery today.
How are you?
I'm all right.
You sounded like you were frustrated before with the kids.
I'm constantly frustrated with them. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to cause a scene.
Well,
they don't listen to nothing.
It's just when you're trying to get them to school, she doesn't want them to be late. That's all.
I agree. He has a beautiful soul.
Yeah.
Everybody's saying hello to you, Nicole.
She went to the potty.
Okay.
She said hello to the potty.
Hello.
They said, I hope everything comes out all right in there, girl. She's a sweetheart.
Yes, she is.
Yeah, she really is. So she does pretty well for an abused woman, I think.
Well,
right?
That she's abused now.
Huh?
Oh yeah, that whole thing with you sticking her head in the toilet and all that was so stupid.
Well, she likes that. That's why Nicole, I'll be in there in a minute.
Just stick her head in the toilet.
You stick your head in the toilet. That's it.
So stupid.
No, she knows better.
I think people on here know better. I think people just want to come at you and they find reasons. Yeah, Samara says don't flush.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if I put her head in the toilet, right, 12 years ago, then that would mean she's stupid for staying with a man like me, and she's not dumb at all. Nicole's college educated. She's not dumb.
Wait. She gives as good as she gets, guys. Don't trust and believe.
I'll tell you what. I walked away from her one time. We were arguing, and she stuck a pair of scissors right in my back, didn't you, Nicole? She put them right in my back, and I pulled them out, and I kept walking.
My God!
That was before we had kids.
I didn't do it. Nobody saw me do it. Can't prove anything.
I didn't do it. Nobody saw me do it. Can't prove anything. See, we got me and Nicole did this the right way. We got all that fighting and bickering out before we got married and had kids. So we don't fight like that. The thing we fight about the most now is, why'd you throw that on the floor? Can you change this light bulb? Are you going to do the dishes?
Clean up the damn house.
Yeah.
Quit making me do it all.
There she goes.
Buy her a dishwasher.
I got one.
She does got a dishwasher.
Well,
I did. I bought her.
You don't have to worry about the dishes.
Yeah, I bought her. I did them this morning, and I was cleaning up a little bit. But she knows when I'm off work.
She appreciates that.
She doesn't like folding laundry. She can't stand it.
You tried folding.
I'm not crazy about it either. You know what I do sometimes, Nicole? I'll turn the dryer on a couple of times, even after the clothes are dry, just because I don't want to take the clothes out and fold them. Weird. I'm a weirdo.
I do give Nicole a little bit of props, and she does have to take a lot of medicine, and they make her just blah,
But I will turn my dryer on a couple of times sometimes, just because I don't feel like folding my laundry.
Yeah,
That's a good idea.
It's not hard. Like, it only takes a couple minutes because I hang everything up, and I have a hook across over top of my washer and dryer, and I hang up most of my stuff. The only thing I fold is underwear.
Well, she lets it build up on her, and that's what I told her. Like, when I was single, and I would, every time if my washer and dryer wasn't running when I was single, I would put a load in. I would constantly keep it running so it wouldn't build up on me. And she'll let it sit for a while until I say, "Hey, you get with the laundry." Piss on that laundry. I ain't doing it. I hate laundry.
Well, brah, I think we'll close up.
Yeah, well, in closing, I just kind of hope that the community can think of good things about people that we don't care for.
Yeah, let's just be nice to each other. I apologize for what I did. I shouldn't have done what I did, and believe me, everybody in my Discord told me, and but I did share it privately, and no, I wasn't going to call out Marissa, because here's the thing: I was thrown under the bus by Jen, and I wasn't going to throw someone else under the bus. That's it. And Wendy, if you wanted me to throw someone else under the bus, why didn't you reveal who told you or who shared a private message with you? You wouldn't do that either. So
I can't apologize for. I could say that there's a lot of stuff on here that I regret. I regret the bickering and fighting. I regret that Wendy and I don't see eye to eye anymore. I regret it, but I won't apologize for sticking up for myself and calling out hypocrisy when I see it.
Right.
Otherwise, I'm out. Have a nice day.
Yeah, me too. No more of this. I'm not going to address it again. I didn't mean to address it today. I wasn't going to, but it is what it is. So you guys have a great day. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully I'm going to try and be on tomorrow, but you guys have a great day. I love you all for coming in and supporting me. I think you're wonderful. I'm going to check some of your channels to see who's going live. But I do love you all, and I appreciate the support, because I've gotten pretty nice comments. I've gotten some nasty ones, but on the most part, I've gotten some nice comments. So I appreciate that, all of you. So you guys have a great day. Bye.